everybody, this is Investors Dean again, Dean McIsaac. Just wanted to have another chat about adding that value and where we spend our money. I had a meeting with a client last week, and the meeting was around budgeting, and the client's question was, how do I extract more out of what I'm doing with my money right now? How do I get better value and use that to really achieve my goals? Which is a great question, the exact kind of thing I want to talk about with my clients. Now, this particular couple, they don't have a lot of bad spending habits. They don't have a lot of things they need to knock down, to get rid of. It's just a matter of wanting to do better, which is actually great, which means they're going to be led to be in a really successful place in the future. So just want to reiterate one of the main things to think about when you're talking about your own money. I don't know if you remember this circle from before, but this is the ideal kind of situation that you want to find yourself in. You want to spend 50% of your money on the things you need to do today and every day. Paying bills, buying groceries, your regular payments, things that are you required to do, right? You want to spend about 50% or 25% of your cash on the past. You want to pay for your debts. So the spending you did with your credit card last month, the car payment you have, that line of credit that you built up because you could renovate your home, that's all past spending. So you're repaying that back. That's 25%. And you want 25%, of course, going towards the future. So you're saving, you're making sure you're protecting yourself for the long run, for the short term, saving up to go on a trip, or it could be any number of things. The point of this is I'd like you to do an asset test on your own finances. It'll only take you 5 minutes. What I want you to do is take a look at your credit card statement, take a look at your bank account statement, look at the cash you spend, and what you should see, what you'll ordinarily see, is that probably 50% is accurate. You know, you're going to be spending this amount of money on their normal day-to-day stuff, but the 25% on the past is likely to be a lot more than 25%. It's likely to be closer to 40% on the past, which means you've only got 10% left to spend for your future. Now, 10% sounds like a lot. It sounds great. You know, oh geez, if I can put away 10% of my income towards my future, I'll be dandy. I'll be well off. That'll be great. But that just doesn't mean putting away 10% of your salary and saving. That 10%, it could be things like insuring yourself properly, setting yourself up for education savings for your kids, any number of things. And 10% is not nearly enough when you really look at the details. So asset test, I want you to try it. Look at your statements. Take 5 minutes. Just think about how much money do I owe on my line of credit? What do I spend every month on my credit card? What do I spend every month on my vehicle that I bought 5 years ago? What do I spend every month on my mortgage? You know, all these things, and try and decide where those buckets are. So where do you find yourself when it comes to your debts? If your debts are taking out more than 25% of the income you're making, you need to look at making some changes.